We in our lives look at ourselves and we go, I am unfortunate. And I would like to tell you a story. It was the time of drought, not much rain. The rivers were running quite low. One day, a wise man needed to make a journey. So usually everybody traveled along the road. The wise man decided he would take the path of the river. There wasn't that much water in it. So he started walking along the river. As he went further and further and further and further, he heard a cry, somebody weeping. So he went up to the person who was weeping and said, "Why are you weeping?" He said, "Oh, I am weeping because I have such bad luck. My fate, my destiny, my karmas." Karmas? You understand karma, right? My karma is so bad. I am so poor. I cannot support myself. I have tried and I have tried and I have tried to be rich. But every time I try, I fail. The wise man looked at him and he said, if you are unfortunate, your misfortune is that you're not looking around. He said, "What do you mean?" He said, "You see, in these little pools, look at these little pools. Now the river is running low. Look at all these little pools. You see that glitter, that shiny stuff? All these pools are full of gold. And you are so busy sitting here, crying, lamenting your fate, that you are not even paying attention. You are so wealthy. Right now, all you have to do is take this gold and you will be super rich." So the man immediately thanked the wise man. "Oh, thank you, thank you." Got very happy. He got very happy. "Oh boy, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich." And he looked everywhere he looked, in every hole, in every little puddle that he looked, gold, 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 gold. So he thought, I should get all of it. And further he went, the more puddles he saw and more gold he saw. Oh my God, there's so much gold here. I must go home and figure out a way how to take all this gold. So he went home. And at home, because he was poor, he went looking through the home and he found a little bucket. And he goes, "This is not big enough." He looked. He found a little basket. This is not big enough. Looked a little pot. This is not big enough. I must do something. So he decided, the next day, he was going to get up early and work really hard and get a bigger basket. So he worked and he worked and he worked and he worked and he made a good bit of money. And he went to the market, and whatever he could find with the money that he had earned, he bought a bucket. He brought the bucket home, and he realized that it wasn't big enough. So he decided that he would go the next day and he would work really hard, even harder, and maybe not even eat for one day. Save every bit of money, and get another bucket. So he worked really hard, went and bought himself a bucket. He brought it home to only realize that it was only just a little bit bigger than the last bucket, and that was not going to be big enough for all the gold that was there. This kept happening every day, and the season changed. The season changed. The floods began. Started to rain. The river swelled. The puddles disappeared under deep water. Time went on. The wise man decided to pay him a visit. Came to his door knocking. How are you doing? You're rich now? You must be very happy? He says, oh. No. You showed me the way to be rich. And truly it must be my misfortune. The wise man said, no, you are still fortunate. But now you have to have understanding. See, he says to him, you didn't have to get all of the gold. First day you should have just brought just a little bit, just enough what would fit in your pocket. Sell that, with that you could have bought all the buckets you needed, anything you wanted, and then you could have gone and filled all those buckets. So then, have patience. Because if that drought came once, it will come again. You must have patience. You need to know, the wise man said, when to be patient and when to be impatient. Because if that first day when you discovered that gold, if you would have been just a little impatient and grabbed just a little bit, you wouldn't be in this predicament. Time went on, time went on, time went on, time went on. Finally, the season changed. It started to get very dry. Man went and he started looking for all those puddles, the pools, to see if the gold was there. And he didn't see anything. All he saw was mud. It was filled with mud. Time went on. The wise man came again, knocked at his door. He said, Did you make it? Are you rich now? He goes, Oh, I went, but there is no more gold. So let's go look. So they went looking. They found a puddle. And the wise man took his hand and went like this. Stirred the water up. The silt floated up, and you could see the gold was still there. Finally, the wise man said to him, You could have been rich a long time ago. It is not that the opportunity wasn't there, but you did not know how to take the opportunity. Do you understand that? It is not that the possibility of you being rich was not there. That was there. But you did not know how to recognize opportunity.